a comprehensive background investigation. Applicants found to be ineligible may still be permitted to enter in the US, although they will not be permitted to use the global entry dedicated lanes. We regret to inform you that your membership has been revoked. Here we got Dear Hassan Piker, and then we got reasons why an applicant may not qualify for participation include, but not limited to, the applicant is the subject of an investigation by any federal, state, or local law enforcement agency in any country. Interesting! Applicant is known or suspected of being or have been engaged in conduct constituting in preparation or in aid of or related to terrorism. Interesting! Well, it seems the US government has been watching the legendary series. Okay, so basically he's being denied his special privileges, right? Because I assume they saw some spicy clips of him supporting terrorism. We still don't know exactly what happened, obviously. We need the DHS to release the tapes. What did they interview Hassan about? What did they stop him at the airport for? What was he lying about because he claimed he was detained for 2 to 3 hours? The timeline obviously did not match up. He said he was wrongfully detained, which was complete bullshit and everybody knows it. Anybody watching from the US government, feel free to go through the entire 37-part series, you know, gather all the evidence you need on this terrorist supporting fuck. And for the love of God, put this guy in prison already. Now, Asmongold responded saying it's pretty much justified because he supports the Houthis.
Determines that the individual presents a potential risk for terrorism. The risk determination will be based on part of the applicant's ability to demonstrate past compliance with laws, regulations, and policies. I mean, Hassan was literally in the middle of the highway the other day, right? I mean, that's not, as far as I know, standing in the middle of the highway isn't legal. You cannot interview a Houthi terrorist that you introduce as a Houthi terrorist.
Bro, are we about to have a Houthi rebel on stream? Yes, brother.
And then say, we support you. Give him a hand heart. Then you say, you 10 toes down, support the Houthis.
10 toes down.
Is Hassan known or suspected of being or having been engaged in conduct constituting, being in aid of, or related to terrorism? The Houthis are a terrorist organization. He's absolutely aiding the Houthis by giving them screen time and promoting them. Do you know who else agrees that Hassan giving them screen time positively and aiding them is legitimate? Ubisoft.
Thank you, Ubisoft, for sponsoring the stream for me to play. Assassin's Creed Shadow.
So obviously it has value. They're paying him. Now there's some people that say it's not terrorism. You can say that, but according to the government, it is. And if you're supporting a group that according to the government is a terrorist organization, you should expect the government to expect you or to think that you are supporting terrorists.
I mean, it's a pretty simple equation if you ask me. He's breaking the law, he should be prosecuted. He's quite literally spreading terrorist propaganda, saying that the Houthis deserve a Nobel Prize, aiding them by spreading their ideas, giving them screen time in a positive light, right? That is not journalism. Any logical government would see that as him supporting an enemy of America and arrest him. I feel like America is way too lenient with this shit. This dude would not get away with this in any of the countries he so desperately loves. And I'm just saying, if you look at the broad scope of the impact Hassan has on the general American people, it's just not positive. I think if you look at the broader context of his non-stop propaganda throughout the years, you can conclude this guy is a harmful force. But anyways, nobody's asking for any special action to be taken. We're just asking the law to be enforced, you know? Now, Asmon talks about Twitch and how they still haven't banned him.
If it was there as a reporter, it's okay, but he's not okay? No, you're not a reporter whenever you're saying that you support them. You're not reporting the news, you're promoting this. The United States government took him off the list because of his support of terrorism, but Hassan has never been banned on Twitch for terrorism, for supporting it, not ever. Even though every single instance of this being a problem was recorded on Twitch, which I find to be very interesting.
If Hassan is a journalist, Frogan is the Queen of England. Dude, you cannot make this shit up, bro. People are actually defending him like, well, actually, Hassan was just doing some sort of on-the-ground journalism there. You know, when he was doing the love heart, he was actually doing some hard-hitting journalism. He was presenting the news in an unbiased manner. Indeed. Hello, everybody. I'm a Hassan fan. No spiders have not laid eggs in my brain, why do you ask? Now, obviously, Hassan has started crying about this on stream, but the fact is, this entire thing was a privilege. The global entry program is basically like getting quick clearance, right? You get to skip the waiting and the documents and shit. And now that special privilege has just been revoked because it just so happens that Pegasus fans are working for the government. Anyways, then Aspen calls it a huge W.
Yeah, he got declined from Homeland Security. He lost his privilege, by the way. This is not a right, it's a privilege to get this pre-clearance because of his outspoken and direct support of terrorist organizations. This is a huge Department of Homeland Security W, and I think even Hassan can understand that they're making the right decision. And there is literally no way to defend it otherwise. There is no way that you can come to the conclusion that that is not the right call to make. Huge W.
Really? Really? You think Hassan fans can't defend this? These guys defend Hamas, the Houthis, and Hezbollah. You think they can't defend this one? They got all sorts of ways to justify this. Gonna pull out the special dictionary of morons for this one. Well, actually, guys, the US government is not reliable in designating terrorist organizations, so none of this actually applies. First off, regardless of that, they are going to enforce their laws as they see fit. If they have designated this as a terrorist organization and you are aiding them, you will be arrested. And second off, never mind the fact that we actually know exactly what these sort of terrorist organizations do. It's documented. They bomb ships and kidnap fucking unrelated Filipino sailors. Like, how is that okay? Like, how is that not terrorism? Hassan says we should not yield when people ask us about supporting Hamas. Hamas's charter who says they want to kill all the Jews. Hamas who kills Palestinians when they protest. Any Hassan fans watching, if you have a shred of logic in you, you should understand why this is just unacceptable. Now, if you're one of his orbiters and just want to gargle on one of his nuts, then, you know, feel free. Here's what people are saying. Why would he post a letter confirming he's being deemed a terrorist sympathizer by the US government? Because he doesn't see it as a bad thing. That's an easy check, and we got the terrorism point. I wish he'd take a nice long vacation to whatever communist nation he dreams of visiting. Play stupid games, win stupid prizes. A guy sucking the dick of Hamas and Hezbollah should absolutely be on a list. W Homeland Security. Decoy Voice says he's in the find out phase of his career. Wow, the US government is holding up Twitch's TOS better than Twitch. What a weird timeline we live in. They should investigate Twitch for allowing him on the platform in the first place. Hassan would 100% play Aspen Gold for this. No, guys, it's the SlupTubers. The SlupTubers are getting me arrested. Just put him in jail already. Anyways, let's move on to the greatest scholar of our generation, XQC. Basically, XQC here is criticizing Hassan for supporting people lighting random cars on fire. XQC thinks Hassan would feel differently if he were the one experiencing property damage.
A lot of people worry about property damage for the sake of property damage in themselves. To say like this is, you know, all great, but,
Right.
But at the end of the day,